Hey, good morning, everybody. It's probably about 9:30 here in Colorado, and we've already been on the mountain for about an hour and a half or so. And it's exciting. I'm exhausted. I didn't realize it, but last week we were actually on this mountain 6 days straight. So my lower back's absolutely killing me right now. Every time I bend over, I feel it. Every time I sit down, I feel it. I literally have Tylenol and Advil in my backpack, just so I can keep moving forward, because even though my body's sore, I'm super excited and I'm having so much fun, which is really, really weird. I can't even really explain the excitement that I have doing this project. So Rick is at the bottom of our private road, which is way, way down there. I'm actually probably like at our midpoint. If you look behind me, there is private road behind me there, and I'm probably about, let me say half, but it's probably only 3/4 of the way up. And then this is the bottoms going down side of the private road. And right now Rick is at the very, very bottom with the excavator, and he is working on flattening out that portion of the road. Now, our road has a incline of, well, it's a 26% slope as you go up, 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 and up. So he's at the lower end right now trying to get that part graded, and then he's going to work his way up. I am in front of him because, as y'all can see, we are on a mountain. We have a gazillion rocks all over the place, and so I'm actually up in front of him picking up the rocks that I can pick up and moving them off to the side. And it's a lot of backbreaking work, but the reason I'm doing it is because we want to make sure we have as little as a rocky surface as possible. We are keeping some rocks in there because it's like a natural gravel, so it'll be helpful during the winters to help the snow melt faster. We were actually able to see that, so that's really cool. But the rocks that I'm literally moving them off to the side of the road. So you've got like a pile over here, and then there are more there. So as the road goes down and down, for the moment, all the rocks are on the side. There are some rocks like that guy. He's not moving. We're not taking him out because we don't want to start an avalanche where things just start coming down on the road. So there's certain rocks we're keeping in strategically for a reason. But the road, when it's done, is basically going to be cleared out, a little more leveled, and it's going to give us the opportunity to actually have it naturally swerve with the natural mountain. And so I'm going to turn so you can actually see, and I'm going to go up a little bit more. So as you can see, I still have a lot of work ahead of me. There's still a lot of small to medium rocks that I'm having to pull out of here so he could get the mini excavator. And I'm hoping that that guy there and that guy there come out a little easier for me than I'm thinking it will. But this is the start of the rockiest part of our property, going up to the mountain. These guys here, unfortunately, all have to come down because they're narrowing the driveway. So the mini excavator will start the whacking of them, and then I will go ahead and pull out the rest. So, and as you can see, this is actually going uphill. Like I said, it continues to go up. And then there's this really pretty swerve, and it continues to go up, and it swerves one more time. And then it's just like tons of rocks right at the end of the private road, right before you actually get to see the driveway, which the driveway is on a massive slope. So we have to grade that too, so it's a little more friendly. We have a lot of work to do today. We have the mini excavator for a week, which is very awesome. I'm super stoked about that. And whew, I'm already tired, and there's still so much work to be done. And this is just the road. Our plans this week with the mini excavator, once our road is complete and we can drive the truck up here, which is super exciting. We have not been able to drive the truck up here because of all the rocks and the narrowing of the branches and stuff like that we're having to clear out. So once all that is done, which my goal, and I always set a goal, doesn't always happen, but I always set a goal. My goal is to be done with the road by the end of day tomorrow. That gives us 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, to work on the road. On Monday, unfortunately, we are getting rain up here. Makes it hard to work, so we won't be back up here till Tuesday. But when we come up on Tuesday, so basically Monday will be laundry day. So when we come up here on Tuesday, our next project is to flatten out the actual the driveway itself, because this is the private road that's leading up to the driveway. So once the driveway is a little more graded, a little more friendlier, we'll get the truck up there. Once we're topside on the mountain, which will put us in probably day 4, we will be working on digging a 6-foot hole so we can get our septic permit, because we have to have the guy come out, the inspector, tell us our soil is okay so we can get a septic system. And I'm hoping and praying that there's not a whole lot of rock in that spot where we want to put our septic system, because we did find out that one of the things about Colorado, one of the inspectors for the septic system, she will actually require you to get an engineered septic system if there's too much rock. And that makes me nervous, because an engineered septic system is about $24,000, which is blowing our budget on the septic system, and we won't have anything for the interior of the cabin. And so I'm a little stressed about that, but I'm hoping everything works out well. So we're going to take it one day at a time, and I will keep y'all posted on that, because that makes me nervous. If we can just get the permit and do our own septic system, we're only talking about $2,000 because it's our labor, which is a heck of a lot cheaper than $24,000. So I'm hoping for the best, and I don't really have a plan B if there's a worst. So we'll have to see what happens when that, when we get to that, cross that bridge. But then once we finish the hurdle of the septic permit, then and only then can we get the permit for our home, to build the home, which is crazy. Isn't that crazy? You got to do septic first before you actually get the permit to build a home. I don't know. But anyway, so that's kind of the process that we have to go through. And so that's what we're working on at the moment. So we'll get that hole dug. We'll have the inspector come up. I'm going to be on pins and needles until we get that permit. And then once we get the permit, we can work on the house. Now, the cool thing is, because we have the excavator for a week, the last day before we have to take it back, we are actually going to dig the holes and put the piers in for our pier and beam foundation, so that we'll have our foundation done. So my hope is by the end of the week, we will have a approval on the septic, and we'll be able to put our pier and beams down and get that done before returning the mini excavator next Friday. So it is a lot of work in a short amount of time with a huge goal. I always have big goals, though. I always move forward. The ones of y'all that know me personally know that I've always had big goals, and I always rush towards them like a big bull. So we'll see how it goes. I will keep you guys posted. Take care. Have a great day.